Hey, hey, hey! Tommy Tell the Truth here. And I'm out in BFE in Florida. Yep, Florida does have some country and country living in it. It's not all beaches and cities. So, I'm on my way to Alabama. There's a brand new Piggly Wiggly. They just opened, brand new. They built a school right there. Other than that, it's a bunch of fields out here. Trees and fields and farmers living. Farm life. So, yesterday was my birthday. I'm 48. And I do feel older. Seriously, like I feel older already, but it's all good. Boy, that's pretty. Anyway, so yeah, I'm on my way to visit my daughter and my grandkids. We're gonna have lunch and hang out, and then I'm gonna bring my grandson back to Florida with me, of course. Yep. Y'all are probably going to see me less and less in chats because that's what I feel like I need to do at this point. I pissed somebody off this morning, and then they pissed me off, and yeah, it is what it is. But you know, I don't know all the answers, and I'm certainly not going to sit on YouTube for hours every day or every other day and try to be Dr. Phil or try to be Dr. Know-It-All, or Mr. Know-It-All. And I'm certainly not going to try to solve everyone's problems or think that I know how to solve everyone's problems. And I'm sorry if I'm a Debbie Downer, if you want to call me a Debbie Downer, I don't know, whatever. I'm a realist. I don't try to be a Debbie Downer. I talk about things just like everybody else does that are negative in the world or evil or whatever. I try not to harp on them too much, but I definitely will stand up and speak up against evil and tyranny and things that aren't right in my book. But I try not to judge other people in the truther community or tell them that I know a better way for them to live their life, or even tell them that I have the secret to happiness or I can help them in their pursuit to happiness. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. That's all an individual thing between you and the Creator and your choices and so on. Now, I can give you advice if you ask for it, but I'm not going to sit on here for hours every day or 30 minutes every day and think that I have all the answers to your questions or solutions to your problems. I'm sorry, I don't. I used to think of myself as Dr. Phil when I was young, real young, and I thought I could solve everyone's problems, and I didn't pay attention to my own while I was doing that. That's one problem with somebody that is always trying to help other people. They usually don't help themselves too well. Just like mechanics don't like to work on their own car, so they just let their own cars go because they're tired of working on cars after they get home from work. We're in Chumuckla. That's Chumuckla Community Church. Anyway, I love you all. There's a John Deere tractor. That's a Mandela effect marker right there. Da, 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 da. Oh my goodness, man. Some pretty property, man. Pretty fields, pretty houses out here. It's a nice place. I've thought about moving out here to be closer to my daughter, and she would love that too. But like this would be, I couldn't go any farther than this. I don't think. Maybe not even this far. Probably back some towards where I live, because that Piggly Wiggly is there, back there, yeah. So, if I could find a piece of property to put a motorhome or a travel trailer on out here for, around $500 a month, $400 or $500 a month, I would love it. I definitely would. Now I got somebody on my butt, so I'm gonna have to either speed up or let them go around me. I guess I'll speed up. It's a beautiful day. I don't see any chemtrails, just the fluffy, puffy clouds. That doesn't mean they won't spray later, but let's hope not. La 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 la. So local honey right there. That'd be nice. And that's a vegetable farm there. They sell produce. Woohoo! Something dead on the side of the road back there. And there's a Dollar General. Heck, I practically live out of the Dollar General now, and I'm not far from the city. I got all kinds of grocery stores and stuff around me, and I shop almost every day out of a Dollar General. And there's one right there. So between that Piggly Wiggly and the Dollar General, I'd be fine out here in the country. I don't want to be a gatekeeper neither, and I'm telling you, I'm seeing some gatekeeping going on. I'm not here to name names. I'm not here to start fights. You can do what you want. If you want to gatekeep, that's fine. But it is sad to see the gatekeeping going on, or the ignoring of certain topics without even looking into them to see if there's anything, there. Just assuming. Some things you can do that with, like NASA, and the government. Of course, you're going to get all lies from NASA and the government. Lies and deception. Oh boy. But I'm not here to tell anybody what they have to do or what I recommend, because this and that. There's too much of that going on. You guys know where I stand on everything, because I've talked about everything there, just about there is that we all talk about anyway. So I've made my stand on everything that I can think of. Just because I'm retired doesn't mean I'm not uploading videos about stuff I see going on, or my opinion on stuff. I have lots of opinions. I'm not saying you have to have those same opinions, folks. Now, what I can tell you is my life story and what I've done, the good and bad choices I've made, and what works for me, what has worked for me. And when I am selfish and prideful and think that I know it all and I know what's best, and back when my motto used to be, I do what I want when I want, how I want, yeah, that wasn't good. And I did nothing but probably displease my Creator. And I found since then that pleasing my Creator before myself does help me in so many ways, in almost every way possible. Now, I do have depression. I'm sorry, not sorry, whatever, because it is what it is. I've had real evil done to me and to my children. Most of you can't say that, and I'm glad that you can't say that. A lot of people go through life, and the worst thing that happens to them is a parking ticket, and that's great. If that's all that you got to endure, then that's fine. That's excellent. Some of us haven't been so blessed or lucky. There's consequences to every choice we make. There's a reaction to every action. Big, beautiful fields on both sides of the road. I love it. So, we're all on a journey. We're all in a battle. And it's, in a lot of cases, our battles are different or on different levels than everybody else. I think that we can all get along. Can't we all just hit along? I think there's no need for us to just walk away from this truth club we're in. But anyway, but we definitely do need to self-examine ourselves and, work on ourselves more than trying to work on others, I think. Plant seeds, you can water seeds, but you got to maintain your own crops. There's like a church every few miles out here. New Bethel Baptist Church. And y'all know what I say about churches, or what I think about them. 99.8 some number percent of churches are false or misleading. That doesn't mean that they're full of bad people. They're most of them are full of decent people who are misled, been deceived. We're at the end of the church age. Just a number of years left in it. All right, back to the depression. Yes, I have depression. I've had it for like 15 years or so now. But it has lessened over the years with the Creator's help and guidance and blessing and mercy and love, forgiveness, kindness. going to get hilly and curvy the more north we go toward, and get to Alabama and all. Should be in Alabama in a little while. Oh. So, yeah, people say, oh, believers in Christ and God shouldn't have depression. There's just no way. Like I said, we all have been through different stuff. I have forgiven my wife and my ex-fiance who did what she did to our daughter. She's in prison for life. Will never get out until she's in a pine box. She chose to do what she did. She did evil to our kids. Well, to her kids, my kid, and you can, I feel like this. I feel like you can sin, and that's one thing. But if you commit evil, that's not just as easy to go away. Now it may be if you totally repent and God forgives you, and you don't do evil anymore. Because I'm not even going to sit here and say that if there's a hell and you get there, that you're going to be stuck in it forever. Because I think God is more loving and merciful and forgiving than that. So, hate me for saying that if you want, but I don't think hell is forever for everyone that ends up there. If there is a real hell, I believe there is a lake of fire that Satan will be tormented in at some point forever. But anyway, there's another church, see? Brownsdale Independent Baptist Church. Like I said, those are good people in there. Good farmers, country people, good morals, Sure, most of them. I'm not saying that these people that go to church are bad. And I'm not saying that every pastor is bad, but I'd say most of them are. Individually, just, they're bad. And it's been said, too, that most pastors have problems, some serious sins, too. But, that's between them and God, and I feel like everybody knows the difference between good and evil, good and bad. But, some things aren't as evil or bad to some people as they are to others, Oh, dear. We have to each define what's good or evil ourselves, and, we all do judge people. Don't say that you don't judge people, because I promise you we all do, or else we'd all be hanging out with thieves and whores and serious drug addicts, and you'd have those people in your life, and who knows what else. But you have morals and standards that you hold people to in your life. You're not going to allow a filthy, evil person to say they're your friend or rely on you as their friend. I hope not. I'm not a friend to evil. I'm a friend to people that need help, that sin, We all need help. We all sin. But I do draw a line at some point. I don't like child molesters. I don't like people that poison people. So on and so on. There's another church coming up on the left. They love their churches out here now, let me tell you. They love their guns, they love their space, they love their crops, their children, and their churches. When I get up to the Alabama line, I'm probably going to have to get off of here because it gets curvy, and I got to be careful. That one is called Cora Baptist Church. Those are pecan trees somebody planted. That's smart to plant all those pecan trees. I love pecan trees and pecans. So it's July 17th, 2022. Woo woo. It is 89 degrees outside. I don't know if you can read that, but apparently it's 89 degrees outside. Not bad, not bad. No rain, finally. We've had so much rain that we're getting a 2-day break from the rain. It's nice yesterday and today. I think the rain's coming back tomorrow, but man, we've had incredibly too much rain. Incredible amount of rain this summer. Spring and summer. But these crops are loving it, I guess. They look healthy. Let's give you a look at the, there you go, there's the white light bulb in the sky. I hope I'm going the right way, because I'm not even sure if I'm going the right way anymore. Yeah, I think so. It's just been a while since I've gone all the way up here. This way, anyway. I hope I didn't miss my turn. I think I'm on the right road still. Oh boy. I used to live up here for 2.5 years, but it was the worst 2.5 years of my life. Literally, I mean, because it was when my wife poisoned me and the kids way back in 2003 or 4. I can't even 2. I don't know. I can't even remember now. Yeah, like 2002. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully I'm still headed towards my daughter's house. I know I'm heading in the general direction. And all this does look familiar. Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm in Jay now. Now, this is the town of Jay, and apparently there's a lot of racist people out here. That's sad, but, you know, probably not so much anymore, but definitely back in the day, this area was like white only. But, you know, people do what they're going to do, and It's sad, but you know, I think it's being broken. The starting to be broken. You know, because there's definitely people of color that live within you know a little ways from here, if not in this area now. Yeah, still in Florida. This is Jay, Florida. There's Jay Elementary School and probably the high school too coming after it. Yep. Beautiful big field there. Royal Mexican Grill. And another church, Cornerstone Christian Church. And another church, J United Methodist Church. And another church, First Baptist Church. There's Baptist J Hospital. There's a DJ Market. I've never heard of a DJ Market. I guess that's got more groceries or something, and maybe they're changing their name to DJG Market, Dollar General Market. Huh. This is a little town that kind of reminds me of where I'm from, North Carolina. A lot of little towns in the Carolinas. Ooh, there's a three-wheel bike there. I'd say we're only about 15 minutes from being in Alabama now, at least in the, crossing the line. Some pretty horses. All right, doing a quick stop. We're in Mount Carmel community. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow, coming up on 30 minutes now of recording. Oh, pretty pecan trees back there. You can see behind me, I'm towing 2 washing machines and a dryer back there on my trailer that I'm taking up here to my daughter. Both washing machines work. One of them's brand new. It's never been used, but it's a small one, and the other one just needs a drain hose that I don't have today, so that's why I'm bringing the other smaller brand new one up. she can use it until I get her a drain hose for the other one, the full size one. I got her a full size dryer. Another John Deere, some John Deere equipment there. John Deere is a Mandela effect. People remember it being spelled like the deer, the animal, Me Too, with no E on the end. John Deere, D-E-E-R, and now it's D-E-E-R-E. Sorry. Nobody behind me and nobody in front of me. I love it. Okay, there's the signs to Florida. So we're about to see the Welcome to Alabama sign somewhere up here. And it's going to get real hilly and more curvy the rest of my way up here. We're in Escambia County, which is the same county I live in Florida. There's two counties back to back in two states called Escambia. So this is Escambia County, Alabama. We just left Santa Rosa County, and then you go through Santa Rosa County and get back into Escambia County, where I live. Woohoo! This road's like a roller coaster. Yeehaw! Whoa! I'm supposed to be doing 35 and I'm doing 55. Make it a little funner. And I think we're in Alabama. I might have missed the sign, but I think we're already in Alabama now. You can tell by the houses and whatnot, and that's the landfill. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're in Alabama now. Man-made hill up there, full of Bruton trash landfill. There you go. Yeah, we must be in Alabama. I went 120, 130 miles per hour as fast as I could go down this road many years ago one time to get to my daughter when she was in the hospital from the poisoning. So unfortunately my daughter had some kind of growth going on in her stomach. She was really sick from the poisoning, from my wife poisoning us for 2 months or so, until I realized what was going on, and I got us away from her but we were so sick at that point that, we needed medical attention. So anyway, I got arranged for the kids to stay at her mother's, and I went back to Florida and started making arrangements to get my kids, get my daughter and my stepson, with me in Florida, and Florida was going to help me, but I had to get the grandparents to bring the kids over the state line from up here in Alabama to over the line and here in Florida, because I wouldn't be allowed to go up there and take them and leave the state of Alabama with them. It's just the way it's set up, So one parent can't do that, without permission from the other, whatever. So on the day that I had it arranged to meet the grandparents and get the kids, and Florida was going to be there and help me, my wife got wind of it, and she turned the kids over to the state of Alabama, told them she didn't want her kids, and she didn't want anybody in the family to get them. So they were stuck in the system at that point for years, unfortunately. And I fought to get my kids, but at the same time I was dealing with a lot of things, and the woman and man that ended up adopting both of them, they deceived me they tricked me into signing my rights away to them so that the kids could stay together with them, and they said they would let them be in my life and all that good stuff, told me what I wanted to hear so I would sign my rights away. And they took those kids and never let me be in their lives like they had said they would. And then the man even molested my daughter at some point too. So there's that. It sucks. Foster care is not always the best option and can be a bad option for some kids, of course. That's a shitty situation when a kid loses their parents, or when both, and have to go into a family to a adoptive family situation. Some kids get lucky, blessed with great homes, and unfortunately some don't, and that's what's sad and pathetic. When people take on raising somebody else's kids and then they do bad by them or evil to them. All right, well, we're definitely in Alabama, and I'm only probably 10 minutes from my daughter's house at this point. So I'm going to get off of here. Much love. Thanks for taking the ride with me. God bless you all. Tommy here, Tommy out.